So you animated something on your avatar in edit mode and you stuck yourself into this dreadful motorcycle slash bicycle pose here. This is the easiest way that I know of to fix that. So the method I normally use is to set the pose of the avatar from another animation, and luckily the VRCHAT SDK comes with a perfectly usable T-pose animation that you can get to by searching for T-pose in the search bar, find either the prefab or the animation itself, and for reference, that's in Assets, VRC SDK, Examples, Sample Assets, Animation. You're going to look for this prefab here that says T-pose-new, and the animation in it is named the same thing. You'll see here that it's read-only, but if you hit Control-D, then you can make a copy that's not read-only. And from here, you can just remove the animator on your avatar, go back to that T-pose controller you just made, and then drag the animation onto the avatar. That'll create a new animation controller that's the same name as the object you put it on. You can just rename this to, say, T-pose controller or whatever you want. And now anytime you need to fix an avatar into T-pose for the first time, you can just drag this here T-pose controller onto it, into the animation slot, and repeat these steps here. So you'll see I've got T-pose new on the animator that's on the avatar. Now, actually fixing it is extremely easy. You just click the top keyframe of either of these two identical animation keyframes here. You'll see that it'll select every one of them. So you click the top one, Control-C to copy, move the scrubber over to the next space, hit Control-V to paste, and then without touching anything else, just hit the delete key to delete those keys, and then uncheck preview, and your avatar is in a nice normal T-pose again. From here, you can make repeating this process even easier by, you'll see here I've already done it, but you can drag the avatar that's in its T-pose into the project window and save it as a prefab. So now if I do select prefab here, it selects the avatar. Now, if let me get my normal controller on here, and I'm going to purposefully break myself the same way that I fixed myself by just pasting, delete, uncheck preview. So now I'm back in a motorcycle pose as if I animated something. But instead of needing to do anything with animators, now that I have my avatar saved as a prefab, I can just click the armature, hold the Alt key, twirl down all the bones at once, click on the top, which is the armature, scroll all the way down till you find the last bone, which in this case would be thumb 2, but all the armatures on every avatar are different, so whichever one is the bottom bone here. Hold Shift, click on the bottom bone. Now you've got all of your bones highlighted here. You're going to go to Transform, right click, revert to prefab, and it's going to revert back to the T-pose that you set the avatar in as a prefab. You can do that anytime without needing to replace the animator, and it'll fix it into the T-pose that you saved. So that will save you even more time for animating in the future in case you forget that you're in edit mode when you make gestures.